Hello Pokemon trainers and tea enjoyers, it's time for another Pokemon tea time. I'm drinking a green chai tea today, it's pretty good, it's like a local brand, I like it. And today's topic is, you guessed it, it's Hatsune Miku, again! Because the Project Voltage, it just keeps going, they just keep giving us new Miku stuff, all the time. I sound like I'm complaining, I'm not, I love it, it's super great, I'm enjoying it a lot. So we've looked at all of the Miku designs, one for each type, and we've looked at the 4 songs that have come out so far. I believe they're doing 18 songs. I also believe they're doing 18 supporting artworks, which is what we're gonna look at today. The direction for the supporting artwork is totally different than from what I imagined, which is interesting. I thought they would make just more Miku designs, I guess. So the original Miku designs were of course one design for each type, and the theme was kind of Miku as a fire type trainer, water type trainer, and so on. So Miku as a Pokemon trainer who specializes in a certain type. So these supporting artworks are, instead of being centered around a type, they instead have a theme and a name. So the first supporting artwork is called With the Sea, and it's clearly water themed, which made me believe that they would make an artwork for each type again, but just like this with a background and stuff, adding some more details. That's not the case, which we're gonna see when we keep moving. But yeah, this one is just pure water type joy, it's so good. The Miku design is obviously the same design as the water type base design that Megumi Mizutani made, the artist who made a lot of the Miku designs. So that's her design. So obviously they're using the design again, but they have expanded by making other Vocaloids, and in this case, Kaito. And his design is really cool actually. I really like how the artist made him match with Miku really well, but still distinct enough. I feel like it suits him pretty well. I love the surfboard. It has a dive ball on it, I think that's super cool. I like how he's wearing the floaty ring, what do you call those? Inflatable tube around his neck, because that's objectively that's not very cool, but they make it work, I like that. It's a little bit goofy, but it kind of makes it cool in a weird, uncool way, so that's fun. Yeah, I think the artwork is just gorgeous, that's all I have to say about it. I love it. Ooh, Pokemon choices, of course. We have Greninja and Brionne. I actually prefer Brionne to Primarina, so I'm quite happy with this. I'm also a very big fan of Greninja. I think that's a top tier final starter evolution. So great choices. It's perfect, it's so great. I have nothing negative to say about this at all. So good job to the artist Ixima, because perfection. And we're gonna move on to the next artwork, and like I said before, when we had just seen the first one, my assumption was that the supporting artworks would be one of each type and feature the Miku design that they did before. That wasn't the case, not at all. So the second one is called Halloween. So instead of a type, we get just Halloween in general. And this Halloween artwork is made by Chihoi. Unsurprisingly, as a big fan of Halloween, I really love this one as well. And also, another very interesting thing about this one is that we do have Miku in it, but she's in the back and she's Ghost Miku. So the supporting Vocaloid is Kagamine Rin, and I love her, and we kinda have the same name. Her name can be read as Rin or Lin. I like to go with Lin just cause it's my name, so we're twinning over here. She also has a twin brother who's called Len or Ren, depending on how you translate it, cause R and L in Japanese tend to be the same letter, It's not a perfect match, so it's how it's translated. We're gonna get Lin in this one, or Rin, whichever you prefer. I think she is adorable, I love her design, and it's obviously a throwback to the electric type Miku design, which was made by a completely different artist, Kanu. I think that was a really cool choice actually. They're clearly taking inspiration from the other Miku. Oh, but the ghost type one, by the way, is made by Take. So we have Take's Miku, but then Lin is inspired by the electric type. So it's they're combining so many different things. I think that's really cool actually. And I love the little details in this, all the candy. You have the Pokeball candy, Great Ball and Ultra Ball, and little cookies. And you have the lollipop, the Pokeball lollipop. I wanna eat it all. It looks great. And Pumpkaboo is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think it's so cute. So both Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist are excellent choices in my opinion. Morpeko is also cute. So again, I think this is just great. All around great. It's fantastic. I love it. I have nothing negative to say about it whatsoever. which takes us to the third one. The third one is called Anniversary, and it's due to the supporting Vocaloid, Miku in this case. It's her 19th anniversary apparently. I'm kind of assuming it means it was her anniversary on the exact date that they released this image. I haven't looked it up. I should look it up, shouldn't I? Okay, hold on. Yeah, Miku was first released on November 5th, 2004, so it was her anniversary. This was revealed on November 5th. Yeah, they released it on her 19th anniversary, so that's a cute detail. But in this artwork, you only have standard Miku and standard Miko, which is a little bit boring in my opinion. And there's also no like cool background, so I'm not as big of a fan of this one. And of course there's no character sheet because it's literally just the base designs of the Vocaloids. I think it's a cute drawing, but it's a lot less interesting to me. Oh, sorry, the artist is Buzz. It's like Buzz Lightyear, but without the Lightyear. It says so on the artwork as well, but I like to read it out because not everyone is like watching all the time. Anyway, cute artwork. I think it achieves the anniversary feel. I just personally feel like compared to the other two, it's a little bit more boring. However, the Pokemon choices, we have Spritzy, Oricorio, the fire one, and then we have a massive Jinx that's almost like the focus of the picture, which I love. I think that's so funny how you're like making it such a big deal to feature Jinx, because nobody likes Jinx except for me, because I kind of like Jinx. I think she deserves a little bit of a spotlight for once, because I think she's cool, because she's an ice type. Funny joke, thank you. Yeah, no, I actually think it's really funny because despite being a Gen 1 Pokemon, Jinx isn't featured much. So I think it's a little bit cute that they chose Jinx, honestly. But I still find this artwork a lot more boring than the other two. It's well made, but like compared to having a background, compared to having a new like Miku or other Vocaloid designs, it's just not as fun. Still pretty cool though. And moving on to the next supporting artwork, we have Feelings and Emotions by the artist Kei Mochizuki. And this one features the very first Miku design we saw, the Psychic type one, which was made by Take. I think this one is really cool too. Obviously still no background, which is a slight minus, but I love this one. I think it's really cute. Oh, and I just noticed the fact that she's wearing a jacket in this one, and I don't think she was wearing one. I need to go and look this up right now. Yeah, no, she's not wearing a jacket in the original by Take, so that's an addition. So that's pretty cool, at least we get like a tiny little new detail. And the Pokemon choices are of course perfect. It's the Ralts line up to Gardevoir, no Gallade. I think Ralts is literally called the Feeling Pokemon. And yeah, Curly is the Emotion Pokemon, Gardevoir is the Embrace Pokemon. But yeah, they're the perfect choice for feelings and emotions, I think. I think Miku looks really cool. This art style is very cool, in my opinion. I would have liked the background, like the first two. It's a little bit better than the just red gradient one. It's still really cool, so I'm not like saying that makes the drawing bad, because I think this is a great drawing. And the next supporting artwork is called Sun and Moon, and it's by the artist Nasio. It features Bug-type Miku, and then we have Kagamine Lin and Len, based on the original Rock-type Miku design by Mizutani, who also made the Bug-type Miku. And this artwork is clearly in a chibi style, which I think is very cute. And it's the Pokemon choices are cute. We have Lunaton and Solrock, of course, the Sun and Moon Pokemon. Bug-type Miku have Volcarona, which is also associated with the sun. I am assuming Shedinya is there because it has like a moon, you know, over its head, like a little Gloria. Sewaddle, I don't know. If you know why Sewaddle are tied to sun or moon, let me know, because I can't really figure it out, but they're very cute, so it's fine. And Espeon and Umbreon, of course. And I will always be happy at the inclusion of evolutions. We did get character sheets for the new Vocaloid designs. Adorable in my opinion. I also really like that now that we have 3 of them, including Miku with the rock type design, you could like cosplay them together as a group. And the last artwork for today, because there's only been 6 released so far, is called Oh Clattering, and it's by the same artist as last time, so Nasio. It features basic Miku with her leek. Classic Miku, I should call her probably. And yeah, you have Pokemon that make clattering noises using their item, meaning the Farfetch line with their leeks, Cubone with a bone, Tinkatink with a hammer, and Grookey with a stick. And the Japanese names are on it. Obviously we have Kamonegi, Negiga Naito, Sarunori. Honestly, this artwork is super cute, super adorable. However, it's kind of boring to me. Like, I love it, but compared to the other drawings, like this doesn't have the same like poster feel. It's It's cute, but I wouldn't like put it on a poster on my wall, the way I would with like the water type or maybe the Halloween one. But there's nothing really wrong with it. It's a cute drawing. Maybe if it had new Miku designs or other Vocaloid designs, I would be more interested, but there's nothing too new for me in this. So I like it, but I'm not totally sold on it. We've seen all 6 of them. Obviously, like I said, I think there's gonna be 18 ones. The original artworks of the Miku type trainers were like every weekday at the same time, so it was really easy to just keep track of them. These ones are a little bit more sporadic, so it's a little bit harder, and it's gonna be a while before we have all of them, which is why I wanted to get started now already. Because I don't want to wait like until, I don't know, March next year when they're finally done showing everything or whatever, you know? Getting a head start, because I think they're really cool. I want to talk about them now, you know? My personal favorite was the first one, the water type one. That one is so gorgeous, like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. Even just the fact that Kaito is like in a Greninja pose, you know, with one arm up. Like, that's such a cool detail. It really kind of just seems like it's up to the artist, maybe, to either make up their own Miku / other Vocaloid design or to reuse a previous one. So the future is a surprise. Personally, I would much prefer if we had artworks like the first 2 with new designs. Even if they don't match the Miku design at all, I just think it's more fun to get more new designs. The most boring option in my opinion is to do what the Miku one did and just have the basic Vocaloid designs. But yeah, I guess those are my thoughts on it. It's gonna be really interesting to see where every artist takes it. If we're gonna get any more new designs or if we're actually not gonna get any, like we just don't know. I'll cover it when we have some more artworks. And would you look at my teacup, it's all out of tea, so we're gonna finish the video here. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next time trainers, bye!